know that in the mountains of Central Asia, there once lived a tribe that predicted the weather using silver birds? This is not just a story. These birds were, in fact, 2,000-year-old meteorological instruments. And then one day, the tribe and all of its knowledge vanished. Today, I will tell you a story that was erased from the pages of history. Sorry, but I put so much effort into making videos, and yet no one likes them or subscribes to the channel. The valley where birds spoke to the wind. Listen closely. It is the late 19th century. Beyond the Tian Shan mountains, among snow-covered peaks, lies a scene very few people have ever witnessed. Every spring, when the snow begins to melt, a caravan arrives there. This is no ordinary nomadic caravan. On the backs of their horses hang not just supplies, but gleaming silver birds. Each bird is more valuable than its owner's own life. The locals call them Komos Electri, meaning the people of the heavenly metal. These were not mere ornaments. They were the secret of the tribe's survival. A mystery. When the Russian explorer Nikolai Milyutko first saw these birds, he assumed they were objects of worship or ritual. But an elderly nomad lifted one of the birds into the air and said, "Look, it is telling us that a storm will come in 2 days." And indeed, 2 days later, the sky turned dark. Why? Because these were among the world's oldest barometers and wind measuring devices. Within the bird's wings were thin layers of copper, tin, and silver, fused with such precision that any change in air pressure or wind direction caused them to shift position or produce distinct sounds. This knowledge was passed down orally from generation to generation. It was a living museum of meteorological science. Destruction. The year is 1934. Soviet forces arrive. "You are nomads. We will bring you progress." All of the tribe's possessions, especially the sacred silver birds, are confiscated. The people are forcibly relocated to distant kolkhozes, Soviet collective farms. The elders who understood the language of the birds either died or were silenced forever. Only one cry remained. "You are not just taking our birds, you are tearing out the pages of the sky's book." A modern-day miracle. The year is 2018. Kazakh archaeologists study old Russian maps in search of a lost cave. In the darkness, their torchlight falls, and something begins to shine. 47 silver birds, carefully preserved in wooden chests. Their geometry and metalwork are so refined that even modern engineers are left in awe. Analysis reveals the truth. These birds were built on 2,000-year-old hydro and aerodynamic principles. The final question. Today, when we have weather satellites, why should we remember this story? Because it is not just the story of one tribe. It is the story of every culture whose knowledge disappeared along with its guardians. It asks us, in our modern world, how many more silver birds are destined to be lost forever? They were the birds that spoke to the wind. Today they are silent. But if we listen closely, their echoes can still be heard in those mountains. What do you think? Which knowledge or craft in today's world is in danger of disappearing? Share your thoughts in the comments below.